Sandwiches get a bad rap, but they are one of my favorite quick, easy, and yes, healthy meals. If your lunchbox needs a little upgrade, today I'm showing you 3 delicious sandwiches that will also help you get your daily greens as I share a little bit about my favorite living lettuce inspired greens. Hey guys, if you're new around here, I'm Lindsay, a registered dietitian and author of the 3-2-1 method, a new take on meal prep to save time and eat well for life. Every week I post new videos to simplify nutrition and cooking, so don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell icon down below to be notified whenever I post new videos. Often when I start working with new clients, they come to me sheepishly showing their food records, expecting that it's the last time they'll ever be able to eat bread. They're usually pretty relieved to find out that not only are all foods welcome and can be part of a balanced diet, but bread and sandwiches can actually be a super energizing and nourishing meal. So here are a few tips to make any sandwich into a power meal and oh so satisfying. Okay, so first up we've got the bread. There are so many different varieties to choose from, which can make it really confusing, but the type of bread you choose can make a huge difference. So there's a couple of things that I always look for. Number 1 is the fiber content. So I aim to try to find a bread that has about 5 grams per serving, but anything in the 3 to 5 gram range is going to be a good choice. The other thing I look for is sprouted grain. So that's what I'm using today, is a sprouted grain high fiber bread. So when grains are sprouted, the nutrients inside them actually become more bioavailable, so easier for your body to take up and use, and they can also be easier to digest. Another thing to consider is the size of your bread. So today I'm actually going to be using this Silver Hills Little Big Bread. So basically 2 slices, you still get 2 full slices here, but they're the equivalent to 1 slice of regular bread. So if you're like me and you like more filling and less bread to really get all those flavors, this is what I like to use. But of course you could also use like a regular, size loaf as well. And jumping right into the best part, the sandwich filling. So I try to get greens into my diet at least once a day. And for today's video, I partnered with Inspired Leafy Greens to show you some more creative ways to do that. So what I really love about their lettuce, first of all, it's so beautiful, but it comes potted in its soil with its roots still attached, which is going to ensure that you actually get the most nutritional value out of the lettuce. So this is considered a living lettuce. So this keeps them super fresh, and I really like that they also don't use any pesticides. So they've got a ton of variety of beautiful lettuces. Today I'm going to be using the butter lettuce. I'm also going to be using their multi-leaf trio. They've got this red Batavia lettuce as well. So pretty much a lettuce for every different function. When I'm putting together a sandwich, I kind of follow the same formula that I do when I'm putting any meal together, which is making sure that it's got fat, fiber, and protein. So there's going to be a ton of fiber from the type of bread that I'm using. I'm going to pack them all with tons of veggies, and then I'll be showing you some different ways to get protein in there and some healthy fat. So I'll kind of walk you guys through that as I put the sandwiches together. First up, we've got the Rainbow Power Sandwich. Almost too pretty to eat. Look at all these gorgeous veggies. So basically when it comes to fruits and vegetables, each different color has different nutrients, so we know we're getting tons of good stuff in here. We've got both some green and yellow zucchini, avocado, of course, for some creaminess. I've got red onion, purple cabbage, got some beets there, red pepper, and some ribboned carrots. And then I'm also going to throw on some hummus for protein. I've also got a roasted beet hummus up on the blog, so I will link that down in the description box below if you want to try that recipe out. And then of course going to layer in some of these beautiful greens. And I've also toasted the bread just to give it a little bit more flavor and also help to prevent from going soggy. Cutting up all of these veggies might seem a little bit tedious, but if you caught my meal prep video, you'll see how a lot of these were already chopped and ready to go from my 1-hour weekly meal prep. If you missed the video, I will link it up in the cards above and also down in the description box below. All right, so it's time to just start layering it all up. So I like to put the creamy stuff right on the bread to keep it nice and moist. If you were packing this up for lunch, or packing it the night before, you could always put a little layer of vegetables first as a little trick to make sure that it doesn't get too soggy. So I'm putting the hummus on one side, and that's going to give me some good protein. And then I'm putting the avocado on the other half. And then just start layering with the veggies. Like to do them in the order of the color of the rainbow. I'm kind of a nerd like that. Do you guys ever remember I don't know if you guys ever learned this as a kid. Roig above, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet. That's the order of the rainbow. I almost forgot the most important part, our gorgeous greens. So I am just gonna layer those in here, and this is the, getting a little crazy here, guys. This is the butter lettuce. So a good helping of that. Put the top back on there, and bam! Look at that thing. Next up, I'm doing a green goddess sandwich. So this is gonna have all different kinds of greens in there, and then I'm also gonna be doing a chickpea mash for some protein. And for this one, I'm using the red Batavia lettuce. So for the chickpea mash, this is super easy to make. Basically, I'm just taking my food processor here, and I'm gonna throw in some chickpeas, olive oil, some red onion for flavor in there, and then avocado for creaminess, and of course some extra green, and lemon juice just to add a little bit more liquid, some freshness, and then I'm just gonna pulse it all up in there, and that's gonna go right into the sandwich. So I just pulsed that for about 30 seconds. I like to leave some of the chickpeas sort of still chunky to leave some nice texture in the sandwich, but super easy to put together. All right, so time to layer this one up. For the last sandwich, I'm going to be doing a chicken caprese sandwich with an inspired greens pesto. So the recipe for that pesto is also up on my blog, lindsaypleskot.com, and I will add the link in the description box down below. So the chicken that I had was also already from my meal prep this week, so it was ready to go, and the rest of the sandwich will come together quickly. So I'm using the food processor again to whip up the pesto. And then I'm actually making this pesto with some walnuts. So typically pesto is done with pine nuts. You can really throw any nut in there. Toasting them up will give a little bit of extra flavor, but again, I will link the recipe. I'm just gonna blend that up. All right, so time to layer this one up. Now that you know the key to building a killer sandwich, you'll want to have all these ingredients ready to go and on hand to save you time without sacrificing flavor and variety. So if you haven't already, make sure to download my guide to mastering meal prep. The link is in the description box below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do love nothing more than connecting with you guys here, and I'm so grateful that you're willing to share your kitchen space with me. So if you feel like sandwiches could be part of your exciting and healthy eating routine, leave me a comment below with your favorite sandwich filling. And don't forget to like this video and hit the red subscribe button below so you don't miss a video. In the meantime, you can catch me over on Instagram at Lindsay Pleskot for daily recipes and some behind the scenes. And I'll see you guys next week.